Oi oi lads, Crypto here, also known as the guy who took 25 minutes to beat his wife first try. Proper speedrun that. And today we're going to be talking about Borderlands 3's 6th DLC, the Director's Cut. Now for some people, this DLC turned the game around from a level 1 crook to a proper level 100 mafia boss and was genuinely a phenomenal DLC. I would even go as far as saying that it's the best DLC in the franchise for multiple reasons which we'll dive into later. In this video, I will be talking about all the things DLC 6 knocked out of the park and one huge issue which needs to be addressed as soon as possible. Also, since this video is based on the Director's Cut DLC, make sure to let me know how you feel about the DLC in the comment section down below. As I said, I personally think it's phenomenal. But before we do that, as always, you know the drill, baby. Alright fellas, hear me out right quick. Claptrap saying sus in 4K HD 8K audio Pornhub Premium Dolby Atmos HBO Max subscription.
This guy is cold. Pretty sus.
Much like your trim, these side quests are getting worse every day. So I think it goes without saying, but if you don't want to be spoiled, then fuck off. Seriously, what are you doing here? Click off now. I don't want you here. Or, you know, just mute the video and, you know, continue watching to give me more watch time. That would be cool. So, the Director's Cut DLC dropped on the 8th of April and was very well received amongst pretty much everyone and can be regarded as a one-off, if not the best DLC in the franchise. Ranging from the absolutely perfect Ava Murder Mystery missions to the raid boss, the vault card system, and much more. Aight, so for the record, since the Iridium rerolling vendor and patched arrived the same day the Director's Cut DLC did, I will be classifying it as part of the DLC even though it technically isn't. The Ava missions are incredible and changed almost everyone's perception on Ava. If you dislike Ava or are skeptical on her missions, then I'd say don't be, and seriously, give them a try. The mission chain gave her very much needed humour and genuinely made her stand out as the brave character in the DLC, especially in the final Necrotafeo section, which I may point out was very, very unexpected and awesome. The missions got a big laugh out of the majority and the ending was... holy shit, dude. Final boss was awesome? Check. Clarity on the ending of Borderlands 3's base campaign? Everything was severely unexpected and I'm surprised the missions barely got any advertising considering they were so good. Next up, we have the vault card system. This is an awesome system which grants us infinite progression and rewards us each level up of the vault card with a chest containing either loot, cosmetics, iridium, keys to unlock new loot which is great, or maybe if we are lucky enough, a diamond key which grants us access to the diamond armory. At first glance, when they announced the diamond armory, I was very skeptical on it, but it's very awesome and works very well with the lowered world drop rates. For diamond keys being so rare, the diamond armory is a great reward and definitely a great payoff. My only issue with it is that they should give you less time to loot, making you even more intense, but it's not a huge biggie. And last but not least, we have the raid boss, and this is where we get into the big problem this DLC has. Hemovorus, right? Great raid boss, haven't busted a bigger nut since 97, but after a few farms and playing the Ava missions, you begin to notice something that makes you think, huh, wasting Meridian on this shit expecting to get new powerful gear is fucking pointless. And here's why. Most items, if not all that Hemovorus drops, can be obtained from fucking mini bosses in the murder mystery missions. For fuck Gearbox, like, who thought this shit was a good idea? Now this makes the raid boss not worth your while at all unless you just want to test your build. Why would I waste 500 iridium per run when I can just go farm a mini boss to get the same things Hemovorus drops? I could use that shit on 2 anointment rerolls. I really don't get it, man. At least give the raid boss for class mods that the seer drops. The final boss in the DLC should not have better loot than a raid boss. And I've noticed that this is a pretty common trend with Gearbox. They drop an endgame activity which, bear in mind, is meant to be the most difficult thing in the game and reward you with absolute dog shit. This can be said for all the Proving Grounds, the Slaughters, the Guardian takedown, and now the Malawan takedown, although that was pretty good at launch. It's just unrewarding, innit? Why would I farm the raid boss for the free radical, which is now one of the best pistols in the game, when I can farm the final boss from the DLC, or the dude who literally fucking kills himself in the story? And as I said, this is literally the best DLC in the entire franchise in my opinion. The raid boss is an absolute joy of a fight and is phenomenal for endgame. She's just unrewarding and I don't don't know wired farmer over the bosses or enemies I've mentioned in the video. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is, Gearbox, if you are watching, you need to change the loot pools to make Hemophorus more rewarding and worth 500 iridium. And whilst you're at it, make sure to make the takedown weapons and the weapons from Hemophorus the strongest weapons in the game. The current scaling really makes no sense. But yeah fellas, that is it for the video. I really hope Gearbox can take changing this issue into consideration. Again, make sure to let me know how you feel about the DLC in the comment section down below. I haven't actually heard anyone say they dislike the DLC yet, so I'm genuinely curious to hear everyone's thoughts. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe as it really does help me out a lot, and we actually hit 900 subs on the channel, which is pretty crazy. Again, thank you guys so much. Let's see if we can push for the goal of 1000 by the end of the month. I would really appreciate that. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Stay classy. Peace.